The man didn't want to go to war, so his teammates chained him up, nailing the other end of the chain firmly into a rock. They left him with only a gun, a few bullets, and some food, intending for him to fend for himself. Before they left, his teammates warned him not to sneak up on them from behind, or they would kill him. As soon as they disappeared into the dense jungle, the man began assembling his rifle and loading the bullets, but he was too late, they were already gone. To survive, he had to escape as quickly as possible. He fired a shot at the chain. The impact was painful, but the bullet didn't break the chain. He then searched through the remaining supplies and found his glasses. Suddenly, he had an idea. Using a utility knife, he unscrewed the glasses, removed the lenses, broke a pine branch, chewed it into pulp, and smeared it into the gaps between the lenses. Once it was completely dry, he inserted a hollow stick and took a sip of water, slowly pouring it into the lenses. In this way, he created a simple magnifying glass. Next, he used the magnifying glass to focus sunlight on some dry grass, which began to smoke. He added some firewood and, once the fire was going strong, quickly poured the water from his cup onto the hot rock. The huge temperature difference caused the rock's surface to crack, but the chain remained unbroken. He took out his knife and began to dig at the scorched area, but it was slow going. He had to patiently repeat the process, burning away the rock bit by bit. Except for eating, he spent all his time burning the rock. After his hard work, more and more of the nail embedded in the rock was exposed, giving the man renewed hope for survival. Unfortunately, he had almost used up all the dry grass around him, and the water in his bucket was gone. It was now or never. He poured the last bit of water and quickly grabbed his tools to pry at the rock, desperate to remove the nail. Even with all his strength, the nail was still firmly embedded in the rock. For a moment, the man lay on the ground, unsure what to do next. Then he remembered he had a few spare bullets. He quickly removed the bullet heads, poured the gunpowder into a can, and took out any leftover debris. He added the gunpowder, some dry grass, and then compressed it with a rock. After lighting it, he wrapped his head with his shirt for protection and waited. With a loud explosion, he rushed forward to check, only to find that the explosive power was not enough to break the chain. He picked up a rock and began smashing at it, blow after blow. After several attempts, he wrapped the chain with his shirt and pulled with all his might. Finally, he succeeded in pulling out the nail. The man shouted triumphantly to the sky, "I'm finally free."